Hello, if you like Trusty Hogs, why not join our Patreon? Listen, we have an extra episode every single week if you do, which is amazing. And you can listen to the backlog of them if you have just joined. You get all the 57 free ones that are already out. Additionally, we put up extra content, extra shows, extra live shows. And lately, an entire episode of us solving listener problems called the Mailbag Special Edition 1. There's so many treats on there. I think it's worth a $5, if not more.
Oh my God, come on you fucking little piggy whores. Join us for £5 a month. You get everything and you can be our best friend.
I love how they're the whores, but we're asking for their money. Confusing. Have a lovely day.
Thank you, bye.
Hello.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
The thing is, for once, Ellen, we're in total agreement. I fucking love Christmas.
It's Trusty Hogs. Catherine's so happy.
Oh, because I was sick for so long. I was sick for like 3.5 weeks with bronchitis. I finished all of my Christmas shopping. Boom, 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 done. I just want to enjoy the Christmas season.
I hate you and I love you at the same
You
time.
put up your Christmas tree in November.
Yes.
You don't get to judge me.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited for you.
Through the fog, step forth the trusty hogs. Yeah, you're gonna give them your problems and they will solve them. Or maybe they won't, and that's your problem. They'll have guests and Andrew White on the tech. Oh, it's Helen and Catherine as the trusty hogs. Trust the trusty hogs, or maybe not.
Welcome to Trusty Hogs, the podcast where me, Helen Bauer, and my friend Catherine Bohart, amazing comedian, curly girl expert, and all-round tight puss, discuss our lives, what's happening with us. We're supported by Em and Andrew, and then you write in your problems, and we're like, whoa, you guys are fucking idiots.
It's crazy out there.
Idiots.
Wild.
And then we say thank you and see you next week.
Yeah.
It's Trusty Hogs.
Hi, Helen. You said 2 truths and a lie. My puss is tight, and
Yes.
I am a good comedian.
And a
but
friend.
the other day you texted me and said we weren't really friends.
Oh, I thought we were bantering.
I found it quite hurtful. I was like, let's find a date to hang out. And you were like, yeah, I'm just currently trying to work out some dates with some of my friends. And then
as soon as I sent
when
it.
I worked out my dates with my friends, I'll see what I have left for you. And I was like, oh my God. Well, so then I pointed it out and you were like, yeah, I guess I think of us more as like a bud situation. And I was like, fucking knife me in the heart, why don't you?
That was where the banter came in with the, oh, I've messed up here by referring to you as a non-friend, which I was trying to sort out dates with friends. And you are another friend, but I already had these other dates and drama in, which, to be honest, I fucked it with the other friends as well because we kept on talking about seeing My Neighbour Totoro, and it is completely sold out. And we were trying to find a date for something that was
Studio Ghibli.
sold out. Yeah,
At the Barbican.
Yeah, voll.
Georgie went to see it and she said it was really good.
Yeah, apparently it's really good.
Yeah, she had a really nice evening, I'll be honest with you.
But we got a date in.
Andrew?
Yeah, sorry.
Andrew, I just heard your phone playing a video. Are you watching other content while we try to make gold over here?
No, what happens is the Monzo, when you pay somebody on Monzo, it goes ching. I was just paying you for your coffee, sorry. Apologies.
Carry on, you can pay me
I
back the money
can't
for
believe you yelled at him for paying you for your coffee. Particularly seeing as you ordered a coffee, you didn't like it because you took a risk.
Toffee
with a
nut is a
toffee
no.
nut iced
Blech.
latte. I knew it was a bad choice.
I don't
'cause
like it.
toffee's not a nut.
Yeah, you're so right. And also it tasted of...
Oh my God, I've got so much beef with nuts at the moment.
I love nuts.
No.
But it wasn't nutty.
The nut community has taken it too far at this point.
Interesting.
I saw a petite woman on Instagram, and I've been
So you're already
sent this
livid.
video like I'm already why why that's mad. My algorithm is just pure fatties and it should be always that way. She was basically saying like, guys, I just heard this amazing thing that if you take a date, you open it up, put a walnut in it and some peanut butter, dip it in chocolate and freeze it, it tastes like a Snickers. And it's like, it won't. And then she does the whole thing. She puts a bit of sea salt on it, which is mad because I don't think Snickers has sea salt on the top. She bites into it and she goes, no way. And that's the whole thing. Like, that
As
is...
in like, no way, it doesn't. And I wasted all these
She just
expensive
says no
ingredients.
way. And there's no way it tastes like a Snickers.
Yeah, obviously. Also, that's like a Snickers that costs like 8 times the price of a Snickers. Also,
It's walnut propaganda.
you know what's delicious?
What?
Snickers.
Snickers bars.
Leave Snickers alone. Hey,
you.
couple of parish announcements. One, I was sick for 3.5 weeks, so I did do all of my Christmas shopping. I've also sorted out every drawer in my house if anyone was worried.
Oh, because they got so messy, had they?
Yes, Helen.
One paperclip out of
the
place.
systems were
I'll
off.
never survive.
Oh God, do you think there is one out of
No,
place?
that was a joke. That was
That's
100% a
horrible.
joke.
Okay.
I wouldn't be like that bad, babe.
Okay.
Okay.
Announcement number 2 is that despite us not even being friends, it seems, my actual friends go on holidays now and they don't bring me back gifts. Well, actually, that's a lie. They do.
Who
In this
didn't bring you
particular
back a
case, Georgie
gift?
did bring me back gifts, but they also bring you back gifts, and you seem to be the priority when they're given over. So they're like, to be clear, that's for Helen. That's for Helen. And
Oh
you're
my
like,
God.
okay, silly me for thinking this was all for me.
Wait, do you have a
That's
gift for
crazy.
me then?
Well, Georgie went to Disneyland with her family.
Georgie!
Here's a lollipop with Mickey Mouse on it and Minnie Mouse on it. And the lollipop is genuinely as big as Helen's head.
Oh
It's
my
crazy.
God.
Or at least a tit.
Sour tutti frutti lollipop, naturally and artificially flavoured.
Helen, look at me.
Oh my
Look
God.
at me. Helen, look at me. You are not, and I repeat,
Not to eat it on the podcast.
Thank you.
No, but like,
Okay, good.
Georgie, thank you so much.
Yeah, so you're welcome. And
Oh
glad
my
that
God,
my
I love
friend
it.
got you a gift while she was thinking of you. Isn't that sweet?
Oh my God, and I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there.
I know.
That's what's so
I
magical.
know, it's lovely. It's really lovely.
Thank you, Georgie. I appreciate it. My friends never buy you anything.
Yeah, no, I've noticed.
Nothing.
I guess they don't even really think of me as your friend.
No,
so.
bud. They always say, how's your bud, Catherine, doing?
How's that employer of yours?
Oh, my employer. Actually, you know what? I wanted to argue it, and then it's like, yeah, no.
No, this is the best of both because I think we're like I'm a cool boss and we're friends, and you're like I think of you as neither.
You're a cool boss, but I do have this new verbal tick on stage where I say something in the audience like, oh no, don't say that. And I go, my name's been Catherine Bohart at the end. And like the 5 podcast listeners laugh loads. Everyone else is like, what? Like, I thought Catherine Bohart was Irish. And it's sort of like, I'll go into a grey area of material. And I'm just like, this is my new favourite out of all time.
So are you just saying problematic shit? And with you, I know it's
I've got
problematic.
voice recordings of me on stage going, if anyone's wondering, my name is Catherine Bohart. It's got
You're a
bad.
shitbag.
I know.
You're a shitbag.
I don't like that either, but
You're
it's
a
become
shitbag.
who I am now.
Oh my God.
I've become very honest on stage recently.
Yeah, but that's not honest. That's the opposite of honest.
Very
Do you know what
honest.
honest means? I'm actually sick of people saying I'm just being honest. This morning, my girlfriend
Was just being honest.
yeah, but she is constantly honest, and I'm like, please lie to me more. And so we were doing our like worst fears because it was the morning and we're lesbians. So I was like, I guess
Wait. So you wake up and you go, let's jump into a deeper meaningful.
I made tea and coffee. We had sex, and then I made us. No, then we went for a walk, and then I made us smoothies.
Okay.
Look, guys, I have sex with my girlfriend. Sorry, I just don't think she'll want me to say it, but it's out there. I think she suspects people know I'm not a virgin. Anyway, what? Unless I guess lesbian sex doesn't count, so maybe I am. No, I have had sex.
Does
The
it-
point
does it-
is, it does, Helen, and I've had sex with men. Can we focus? The point is, we're going through this like. We've had our walk. So I guess we're out of nice things to do. So we're like, let's worry about our worst fears. So I was like, I guess mine is mainly that like I might have think that we're compatible, and then we might turn out not to be. She was
Oh my
like,
God.
yeah. I guess mine's that like maybe you're evil.
Oh my God.
And I was like, sorry, what? And she was like, yeah, I guess like I just worry that you're evil.
Oh
I was like, sorry, just to circle back, do you mean like you worry that I will hurt you? Like that I'll ultimately hurt your feelings?
No, she
and
didn't
you'll have
say
to think of me
that.
as evil. And she was like, no, it's not that. And I was like, make it be that. I'm giving you an out here.
Oh
She's
my
like, no,
God.
just that like you might be like, you know, like quite like a sadist. And I was like,
Wait, what is a sadist exactly? Like,
just evil, somebody who likes to hurt other people.
like
and gets pleasure from it.
Maleficent in Disney.
Yeah. And I was like, sorry, what is going on? And she's just like, yeah, I just like hope you're not. Anyway.
Holy
gotta
shit.
go, babe. What does it mean?
That she think obviously it means that She thinks you're evil. I mean, like, you know when someone says, oh, I'm worried you're like a psychopath? Yeah. And then it's like, oh, because I've had that fear so many times, but then the rule is if you worry you're a psychopath, you're not a psychopath because they wouldn't be worried.
But what if your girlfriend worries you're a psychopath?
That's different.
It is, right?
Surely there's like an online personality evil test we could do with you to find out.
To find one. No, this is her emotional work, actually.
Okay. I feel like there should be like, you know, like those Kinsey scale tests? There should be one for evil. But did she say evil genius? Because that can be a compliment in this day and age.
No, she didn't say evil genius. I'm going to voice note her.
Okay.
Hey, I'm talking about the evil thing on the podcast.
Hi.
Sorry if that's not okay. But the reality is that Helen was like, did she mean evil genius? You didn't. Did she mean psychopath? Maybe you did. This is your emotional labor, so please can you send some sort of like online personality test that I can take?
Are you worried, Catherine, that asking this and putting this on her means that you're evil?
I'm not evil.
Okay. No. Now I'm worried that I'm working with an evil person.
I do have an evil percentage.
Oh, here we go. Evil percentage.
Never
Let's
mind.
do it.
Andrew got us a test.
Thank you.
Bye. I'm not evil.
Okay, how does it work?
So there's 15 questions and it tells you what percentage evil you are.
Let's go.
Okay, so question 1. How would you break up with a romantic partner? 1, by dating someone else.
She gets broken up with.
2, over a phone call. Okay, Helen, you're evil, 100%.
Well, there's no debate in that. I know that, yeah.
Dating someone else, phone call, text message, ghosting, face-to-face, or none of these options?
The thing is, practically face-to-face most of the time, but also I do usually then immediately date somebody else. So like emotionally, that's how I get over it. So what's the answer?
I'd say you break up with someone face to face.
Okay,
I'll
face
put
to face, please.
Next.
Although I have once broken up with someone on Zoom, but they were in a different country.
Okay, that's fine then, I think.
Okay.
Still face to face.
It was actually Skype because it was a long time ago.
Still face to face.
Still face to face.
Is the accessible bathroom stall for everyone to use or just people with disabilities? Everyone, just me, it depends, just people with disabilities.
It depends.
Okay, that's in.
If it's an emergency,
Nothing's more emergency as a disabled person.
what if there's no one there?
How do you know?
Then surely one of the other stalls will be free.
Yeah.
Oh, then yeah, then obviously no. Obviously, if there's another stall free, I'm not going to.
No,
use
you've
that.
got it. First answer's locked in.
Okay, yeah, I can't go back now. Actually, how often
Oh
do you
God,
post?
I'm gonna get killed on Twitter.
How often do you post positive comments on your friends' social media photos? Sometimes,
time.
rarely, all the time, never.
All the time.
All the time, and then
such-
follows it up with a message being like, "I'm sorry, I just have to say how fucking glowing you were."
Yeah,
in
I'm a
that."
You
perv
go
for
so
my
much
friends.
more Joanne McNally when you do.
Yeah, it was really weird. I'm not a full pervert for my friends on Instagram.
Yeah.
That's very sweet.
Yeah.
She's a real cheerleader.
You are walking in a group on a narrow sidewalk and see another person walking towards your group. How do you handle the situation?
I tell everyone to get into single file, guys. Single file, everyone.
Okay, that's not an option actually.
Oh.
What the options are: tell the person they have to cross the other side of the street.
No.
Do not move, so they have to walk to avoid you, or move behind or ahead of your group. So
That
there's
one.
space
yeah.
for
That
us.
one. Ahead, but I'd be like, single file, everyone.
Yeah. It's like a primary school teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're wearing high vises as well.
That'd be so cute. That'd be
Fucking
so
crocodile. I want to be with them.
Oh, I was once for a walk in Victoria Park with Charlie Clive, and we saw those kids in the string full of high vis, and she was like, "Look, a caterpillar of joy," and I was like, "A caterpillar of joy is exactly right." Anyway, not the point.
I'm getting
Go
a
on.
feeling you're not going to be evil, Catherine.
No,
That was
I
so
do. No, this is
adorable.
the thing. It's all an act.
Is it acceptable to text while eating with other people? No, depends. Yes, is the other person in the bathroom?
Yes, I text all the time when eating with other people. Sorry.
Yeah.
I do that too. When do other people want to hear about the new diet you're trying? Unsure. Whenever I want them to hear about it, never, or when they ask.
Never. And also, I'm not on a diet ever.
Yeah, it's a bit of a weird hypothetical, that one. How much perfume or fragrance should one wear in public? Small amount, none. Moderate amount, as much as one wants.
I've got loads on right now, and I feel.
As much as one wants.
Thank
I'm
you.
like all the perfume in the world, please.
In your opinion, how should one speak on a cell phone while in a crowded space? You should not, quietly and respectfully, in a strange accent to confuse those around you, or however one wants.
Quiet and respectfully.
Oh.
Okay. Question 9. How would you stress that something is important in an email? By using all caps, another way, by typing the words, "this is important," or by clicking the important flag?
Caps, 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 caps.
You'd all caps it.
Your emails are very good.
You are
Caps
a good
and
emailer.
exclamation marks and Because I think my emails are good because they seem friendly but are also highly efficient.
They are so efficient. There's no waffle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get straight to the point.
Yeah.
Have you ever responded to conflict by using the phrase, it's only business? Yes, no.
I would love it if you'd ever said that full stop.
It's only business.
Have you ever had a conflict at work? Like a comedy conflict? Obviously, like there's things for all of us that are frustrating. Like, so you get a job that you really want to do and then like it falls through, but you've already said no to another job and you want to get it back. Like stuff like that. But there's not really anything you can do about it.
Yeah, when there is conflict, I feel like that's what you pay your 20% for. That's what like my agent's for. If there's a real conflict, I'm hiding behind Hannah going, get him, Hannah, get him.
That's so true, yeah.
I'm like a coward. I would, but also the idea of saying like, it's only business. I would literally only ever say that after sex. As a fun bit.
I'll put yes, but I was trolling. It's one of the options. You enter a doorway and notice another person about 5 steps behind you heading to the door as well. Do you hold the door open for them? No, depends, yes. Or would you actually close the door quicker?
I'd hold it open.
Yeah.
Very good.
But manners and evil are different. I feel this is about.
It's true. This isn't quite evil. It's not like,
no.
oh, have you committed any
It's like
genocide?
social. She's texting, that's evil.
That is, I will count that against
Sorry.
We'll add
Can we finish the quiz?
5% to whatever your answer
Yeah,
is.
thank you.
You are seated on a crowded bus when an elderly passenger boards. Do you give that person your seat? Only if you're not getting off the next stop. Yes. Depends on how badly I want to sit. No.
Yes, but not like happy about it. Like, yes, they should have.
Catherine gives it up for fear of judgment from others, not
Yeah,
for the elderly person.
it's so true.
So that's like a
It's
half
so true.
nice answer.
Okay.
No, I do give it up for them, but like I also wish that they'd
Begrudgingly.
gotten a taxi.
She also pretends to have a limp when she gets. Yeah, they all should get in a taxi.
I wish they all had enough money to get taxis. Yeah, I think the elderly shouldn't have to go on public transport if they don't want to.
Okay, yeah, fair. So they can
Yeah, Catherine believes the elderly should be hidden from society so she wouldn't have to see them because they make her sad.
Would you like an underground network and just
Keep them separate. Keep them
I
separate.
also wish that I'd gotten a taxi. Like I wish one of us had the money to get a taxi. And
Fair.
that's all I'm saying. And I feel like advantages generationally have meant that they should have saved enough for a taxi, not me.
That's fair. I think next one's very.
But I'll still
Spent
give
it
them
all
my
on
seat.
soup.
Spent it all on soup.
Don't old people just eat soup?
Okay. A rather pushy acquaintance in your life has been sending you repeated text messages. How do you respond?
Say that again?
A rather pushy acquaintance in your life has been sending you text messages. How do you respond?
Not putting your clip through
you
your hair.
want
You'll
me to
ruin
go
your
through
curls.
my
You'll ruin your
messages?
curls. You'll ruin your curls. Okay, go on.
Text back and tell them they have the wrong number. None of these. Text them to tell them to stop texting, or don't respond. Just ghost them.
Don't respond.
Don't respond.
Yeah. And the final question before we get your evil. Oh no, it's the penultimate. You spot a wallet on the ground that is filled with cash. Take the money, leave the wallet, leave it, contact the owner, take the cash and contact the owner.
That's not fair. She's got Catholic guilt.
I would contact the owner.
Yeah, immediately.
And finally, this is actually a funny one now.
You're right. It's not because I want to. It's because I've been told that I'd
It's
be
guilt.
going to
It's
hell
guilt.
if I didn't.
Yeah.
Which of these people would you choose to hang out with?
Helen.
They're all like comic book references and stuff.
That's yours?
Thanos, Deadpool, Joker, Darth Vader.
I don't.
Doesn't matter. You just have to say.
I think Deadpool?
Yeah, I think that's the.
That's the fun answer, isn't it?
It's like the only non-nihilistic, like weird, creepy old man answer, isn't it?
Yeah, I think
Joker's only in his 40s.
Oh, but I don't have
He's
the snap.
not.
Is he in his
I don't have the.
Surely he's not. He's not older than that.
I do not have the.
Because he's
stamina for
still
the
living
Joker.
with mummy, isn't he? And he's still trying to figure out what he wants to do.
No, the thing is, I'd be attracted to Joker, and I'm trying to save him. It's not for me.
you got a savior complex.
Yeah.
He's unsavable.
We had to add 5% for the texting during the talk, but including that, you're only 10% evil.
Bullshit!
But I'm actually only 5%.
Yeah, and
No.
the quiz only 5%.
Oh my god, this is so great. She said, if you must talk about other podcasts, do but feels a tad redacted, and like something a redacted person might do. Let me know your results, I guess.
Well,
Is redacted evil? That feels mean.
it does. It feels like you're controlling the narrative.
It really does, you know. It really does. Hey, I only got 5% evil, and it's because why?
It says, based on your answers, we believe you have little to no evil in you.
What's the source?
That was an evil
This
laugh.
is Quizly.co.
Quizly.co. Co says I'm fine. Can we let it go now?
I think they referenced it against the DSM and everything, so that's pretty good.
Against the what?
The diagnostic mental health manual thing. DSM.
Did they actually?
No.
Oh, you're being sarcastic.
Just a little joke, yeah.
Okay, I'm not evil. I'm not evil. I'm just a dumb bitch. Have a lovely day.
Bye.
Okay. Good.
Okay, so you're not evil, but I understand the fear.
That's seriously what you're coming back to?
No, only because I would be scared if someone said they were worried I was evil, but I'd also understand it because like when you get really close with someone, you're like, oh, I hope this person is what I think they are.
Yes, but
Like, it's just an automatic fear, isn't it?
Sure, but you could hope that like, that's what I mean. It's like me being like, oh, I hope we're not incompatible. Not like you seem like on a knife edge of.
But maybe that's just what.
It's like, what? I'm sorry, I'm watching myself in the camera because I can see that I've just gotten some Botox and my face is moving differently to when I was last year. And I'm like, is it normal? Am I fine?
I think that is what Botox does, though, isn't it?
Yeah, obviously, but I haven't seen it in this camera in this way. So I was just like, do I still? Because I got more movement this time from the lovely Dr. Yu. And he was like, that was too much last time. Because it turns out he calls Botox Bobo, which I love in text, but not in a professional context, just in a personal context. And I love it so. Bobo for Bobo? Come on.
That's cute, actually.
Dr. Ewan McKinnon knows what's up. Full name.
I have to tell you what happened to me this morning.
Did you get Botox?
I had a cry. No, but I did. I nearly got my teeth whitened. You know that thing?
Okay.
That was going to be my
what do you mean
cosmetic
nearly?
procedure. But then I went in and I spoke about it and they were like, yeah, but you wouldn't be able to drink coffee or wine for like, because your teeth become porous after it. And I was like, I'm not doing it.
Babe, only for like 24 hours.
I'm not doing it. 24 hours?
Like,
no caffeine, no wine. I literally was there to get fitted and I was like, no, it's not worth it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
But wait, were they just going to let you do it at home?
They were going to fit me for trays or something where you put the gel in and then you can whiten your teeth. And I was like, my teeth are white enough. I'm not having coffee.
No, but Helen, what you do is you do it at night time after your dinner.
No.
And then that's the first 12 hours sorted while you like.
Okay, snacky.
No. You wake up the next morning and then you have to eat whiter, beigeur foods. But those are the best foods.
For how long?
For like, then you only have like 12
No, they
more
were
hours.
saying like a week because your teeth become more porous.
Just, come on.
No, I'm going to wait until they're just brown, like fully brown. And then I can really feel the benefit. You know when people gain weight to lose weight? You sort of like, because it's easier to lose weight the
gains
bigger
weight
you
to
are.
lose weight?
Because it's like, well, if you watch The Biggest Loser, if you're like 600 pounds, you can drop 50 pounds like no one's business. But if you're 100 pounds, dropping 50 pounds is a lot. That's half your body.
yeah, that'd be
That's half your body.
hard.
So the bigger you are, the easier it is to lose weight. In the same way, like
You
the
think
browner
people-
your teeth are, the
hang on.
easier it is to
You
whiten
think
them.
people are pre-gaming Biggest Loser?
Wouldn't you? There's a cash prize at the end of it.
I mean,
Obviously, they're bigger souls, but then like the week before you go on it, you're gonna fucking carb load, no? Because the higher your percentages going in of body fat, the more you'll lose.
fascinating.
They're fucking binging up to last minute. I'm telling you.
Wow.
They're in a fucking cake pantry, losing their minds. Oh my god, I've got really into ice cream cakes now as well.
Sorry, that's your segue?
my segue.
That's your segue. That's what we're doing? Okay,
No,
fine.
I have to tell you why I'm crying. Because, I mean, I know I spoke to you about this just before we started recording, but like the state of our nation.
You're not crying because of the country.
Awful.
You're not.
I was.
You're not hopping from Botox to teeth whitening to ice cream cakes to the state of the nation. Like, serious,
Catherine.
Like, first world problem, and this country, my God, it's on its
To
knees.
be really clear, the ice cream cake is not a first world problem in any way. It is not a problem. It is just a joy.
I agree, and also I'm actually very good at making them.
Okay, good to know.
I have an ice cream maker now, thanks to our listeners, and I am.
They bought you an ice cream maker?
No,
but
they got
the money
one for their
like
No, they got
What?
one for their wedding and didn't want it. The Jesbians.
the Jesbians.
Yeah, so I got it. So I made the most beautiful cinnamon ice cream, but I can make you an ice cream cake anytime.
I would like an ice cream cake. Can I tell you about the state of our nation?
No,
I have to talk
what
about
could
it.
you possibly find?
I woke up this morning doing the curly girl method.
Wait, you found out about the country this morning?
Awful. Awful what's happening out there. And I said to Sunil Patel, I went, shall we finish watching Grand Designy from last night? And he went, no, I'm watching Bailiffs. And I went, oh, you haven't watched Bailiffs in a while. And he was watching Is it Can't Pay, Won't Pay? The Bailiffs are coming. That
You
show.
learned
Can't
about
pay,
the
we'll take it
country-
away.
I Can't Pay, We'll Take It Away. Yeah.
That show's horrific. Why would you watch that?
Awful. And I wasn't
just
watching it.
poverty
He
porn?
was watching
Gross.
it. And he was just watching it whilst half playing on his phone. Single mother.
Yeah, Helen, it's grotesque.
She's got a disability where her limbs don't work sometimes. He couldn't remember what it was. And she owed £2,000 of childcare. And she was crying, and then I started crying, and then Sunil, I went, I can't watch this, and then Sunil went, no, you have to watch it. You have to learn about politics. Awful.
How is that learning about politics?
Awful.
That's
And the
learning
same
about cruelty.
Same year,
Capitalism.
Matt Hancock came third, and I'm a celebrity. We have to change people. We have got to vote differently. And I'm sorry to be the person that breaks this to you.
I don't think that you're breaking
People
it to
don't
anyone.
know about what's happening out there.
I think people are aware that
It is awful. The state of our nation. There is no social mobility. That's
Yeah.
a new phrase. There's people
but-
can't afford heating.
Yes,
There's middle class comedians talking about how they're not turning their heating on. I mean, they are, but like they're talking about it, and this is something that needs to be discussed.
Yeah, it's obviously horrific.
And I think the change starts with us here at Trusty Hogs.
You think here's where the change starts?
The change starts
Transition
today.
this into LBC.
The change starts. Is this LBC style?
Yeah.
I thought that was just people riding up taxi drivers.
Yeah.
It mainly isn't
It's
it?
actually, I think, for taxi drivers to ruin my rides. But yeah.
But is the solution just to tax the rich and then
Yes,
use that
is-
money?
That has been the solution that
Well,
no
then
one's
why
tried.
is no one doing it?
Because the rich are the ones who can give all their money to the government.
Yeah, but then are we just at a point when we have to Guy Fawkes it? But like not fuck it up like he did.
I think we're at a point where it would be nice if people in this country trusted people with accents that didn't come from a specific class grouping, and such that people who have actually have lived experience might
What,
be able
like
to
the,
represent in government.
The working class hero Jeremy Corbyn. Didn't he go to a private school and was raised in like a massive estate or something
Yeah,
mad
but
like that?
my point is like there's a specific set of language and a specific set of accents that we think are acceptable for politicians, and then we're surprised.
That's so true.
And then we're surprised when none of those politicians have any empathy or lived experience for the kind of problems that most people have. We also seem to be allergic to experts for reasons that I cannot get on board with.
Yes, yeah, we think the politics of the expert, but like, so I remember when I first realised this is so weird, this is like a decade ago, but I was watching The Thick of It, which is the first time I realised that people just get put in whatever department. Because you remember that big uproar a couple of years ago where it was like, they can't be education secretary if they've never been a teacher. But none of them had ever been teachers. And then they would just move you around, and then suddenly it would be health secretary or in charge of like women or in charge of like whatever.
But also, if you are an expert, this country, everyone's like dweeb, and you're like David Miliband. That was everyone's big issue. It was like, seems like kind of a nerd, and it's like, good God, can we have a nerd, please? Jesus,
what was the
can we
David
have a
Miliband
nerd?
thing? What was it that we didn't want him because he was a nerd? I know
Yeah.
the Miliband brothers like.
Basically, Ed has come good, but at the time I would say Ed was not the better candidate.
Yeah.
I think David was much more,
Yeah.
in my opinion, but certainly seemed more clued up, but he just had no charm, whereas Ed had all the pizzazz. It's a pity they couldn't work as a little duo.
But it's a
That's what we
popularity
need,
contest.
two
If they
men.
taxed the rich, they wouldn't receive so much like money. But then, like the difference it would make to so many people's lives.
Yeah, obviously.
Like because it's Amazon and stuff because they're offshore, right?
Yeah.
So I am honestly
Helen, I wish that you could say any of this like you're not just finding it out today.
no, but I'm putting it all
shocked.
together today. I'm putting it all together.
Yeah, and it's
Time's up.
You love a jigsaw?
It's what?
You love a jigsaw?
I love a jigsaw, and it's like you know all this stuff, and you're like, I fucking hate them, and it's like, oh, it seems so simple, but they're not doing it. They're not doing it, and then you just sort of like
But
the
they have-
reality
they have-
seeps in, and then you're just sort of like, oh fuck, and still,
but they
still?
have no incentives to do any of it. That's the thing. All of this incentives skew the other way for them.
Because the incentive is like money and staying popular with their big rich friends.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, then do we just need to bomb all the private schools?
Whoa.
Just start, honestly, not during summer holidays. During summer holidays, just to be clear.
I mean, this is a very topical debate. I mean, not the bombing
Can we
part,
just say? Sorry, I'd just like to offer an alternative, which is close
Down the yeah. Okay, well that yeah, obviously
The
that would
buildings are nice. We could have public schools in those.
What's the best way to close down a school? Is it just accuse everyone of
Or-
like sex predator?
No,
behaviour?
we could.
Sex
just-
predator behaviour.
This is also cancelable. We could just use the schools for public schools instead.
Yeah, exactly.
And not close them down. Use them efficiently. Like pay teachers fairly. Accommodate for people from all parts of the community being educated together.
Because then that like allows social mobility at the earliest levels.
Yes.
Like
Helen.
and instead of shutting people off.
And
Yeah.
The thing as well is if the children of rich parents are in state schools and the rich parents will be invested in the state schools,
Exactly.
they'll donate, they'll get involved. It all kind of
Yeah, because I know you can like buy stuff for a private school and then your kid gets more, like a better quality of education or a better write up. Because in the Gilmore Girls, Rory goes to a private school called Chilton. And her grandmother, Emily, makes a donation to a rare owl in the first season on behalf of Rory.
She does. She also buys her a different skirt and different jumper for every day of the week. It's like, who's changing their kilt every single day?
Absolute. Once a month,
Okay,
and you'll
Emily,
be
what do you
fine.
think's
Like, you're only
wrong
in
with-
it for a couple of hours a day, and
You
if
know
you're
what I
doing
mean?
anything dirty, the skirt's coming off anyway. And the bike sheds are clean. Like, yeah, don't be a bitch about it. You know
All
what
right,
I mean?
Emily, it feels a bit shaming. Anyway, I'm
But
glad.
I feel like it's good that we discuss these things. I'm going to write up all my thoughts on my parish announcements notepad for my new political agenda.
I would
Because
love-
it's so simple.
I'd love if you had a politics corner. I'd also love if you were a politician. I'd love if lots of people were that are not currently in the mix. Hey, I'm
I'm
proud
into
of
politics.
you.
It's just so easy now. I just don't get it.
I know. It's profoundly alarming. It's so perturbing that he would put sick patients back in nursing homes and give his friend PPE contracts, and everyone's like, but he'll eat a kangaroo testy,
Oh,
so
don't.
he's a cool dude.
Even
And
after
you're
the
like,
PPE thing, when he gave all the tests to Boots to resell to us, even though we'd already paid for it through taxes, and then we suddenly have to buy our tests back.
I'm like, it's so funny.
I'm
to me that
moving Guam.
It's
I'm moving Guam.
Sorry, what?
Guam?
Yeah.
You're moving to
In the
Guam.
Caribbean.
Is that where it is? I'm going there.
I just
I'm
realized.
starting fresh.
Can we just talk about how teachers have the hardest job in the world? I'm so tired after the last 8 minutes, and all I've done is answer quite obvious questions.
But it's good to be discussed.
No, obviously it is. Of course it is.
Time's up!
Oh, also, just a correction. So Guam is
Hashtag
actually,
Helen too. Sorry.
Where is Guam? Is
it's
that
actually- it's
South
actually in
America?
Oceania. It's
Oceania. Oh, is
off
it?
the coast of Australia. My bad.
Oh, I'd thrive there.
Yeah.
Oh, let's send me there.
Can I just where are you going?
Guam. Still Guam.
It's because I was watching the statistics things about divorces
What? No.
in the world, and it was like one of those like time lapse videos. You know the time lapse videos of like,
lesbians have really high rates of divorce.
oh my god, where did that come from?
Well, you said it, and I just remembered that we do.
Why?
Probably because we all have really
Starting
high
your morning
standards.
talking about your biggest fears.
Or
I'm
that.
a pancake club. Chill out. Oh wait, no, wrap it up. Tell us the last message from
I'm
your girlfriend.
sorry. Ellen says that was an evil little chuckle, though. Helen's right. Maybe Helen's evil. I should stop casting aspersions. It's probably Andrew. Oh God, it's me, isn't it? she's really gone on a roller coaster there. That was.
I would say I was evil, but my primal astrology says that I actually mean well in everything I do, so I can't be evil. Should we have on our guest?
I think it's probably time.
I think it's time,
Good idea.
because time's up, and it's time for our wonderful guest. Please welcome to Trusty Hogs, it's Mary O'Connell!
Hello, we are doing a live Christmas show for Trusty Hogs.
It's called Hog Hog Hog, like ho ho ho, but Hog Hog Hog, and
Hog,
you can
hog,
drink
hog.
egg hog.
Yeah.
It's like eggnog, but with bacon in it. Egg hog. Only at the Bill Murray pub on December the 18th for Trusty Hogs Live. Hog Hog Hog.
Bye.
Bye. Welcome, Mary O'Connell.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm all right. I'm good. How
Yeah.
are you guys doing?
Good. Thank you for doing
Thriving.
our
I'm going to be that
podcast.
person that shoves the microphone in your face, because
Yeah, yeah,
if you don't talk directly into it, it turns out me and Catherine are very loud.
Yeah.
That's not a surprise.
Wow.
Okay, Mary, I love you for that, but I was actually about to be like, are we loud or are you loud?
No, you're a loud woman. I'd say all three of us. Yeah, I've seen you.
I can be loud as well.
Yes. Oh my
Yeah.
God,
Can
I've
be.
I was
I've just seen
deflecting.
your nails and I'm so sorry. And also, these are amazing.
Thank you.
Yes, please.
They've got
Mary
all the
has
different
smiley
emotions
faces
on
and
them.
Yeah,
emotions.
yeah.
So good.
The red
So
one
good.
is like frowning
I love it.
Why?
Love it, love it, love it.
because it's like, I have range.
Yeah.
There we
I love
go.
it. I love it. Also, is that share on your t-shirt?
Yes, it's my
Oh my
t-shirt.
God. So,
Have you-
It's your t-shirt. That's so good. It's so good. I
Just
love
to
it.
check, has everyone seen the best share video of all time?
Which one?
When she remakes West Side Story, but she plays all the parts.
No, I haven't
It is.
seen that.
It's like my kryptonite. Like I can't stop going back to it. It's been like a years long love affair.
When did she make that?
So this is like back in the day, and this is what the rumor is. I don't know if this is true. That Cher had like the Cher show or whatever, and then there was like money left over, and they were like, "We need to fill all this airtime," and she was like, "Well, I'll do West Side Story," and they were like, "Oh well." what do you mean, Russell? She's like, I will do West Side Story. And they went, no. And she's like, and I'll be playing all the parts. And she genuinely does. It's like 22 minutes
Oh my
long.
God.
It's all the songs. And like she comes on as the Jets and the Sharks. When you're a Jet, you're a Jet. And it's so fucking, I cannot recommend it enough. Share West Side Story, type it in now and then come back to us.
Everyone's already gone. They've already gone.
They've
to do
gone.
that.
We've lost everyone.
I'd be gone if I was listening. I wouldn't still be talking.
Do other musicals.
She should do all of them.
Yeah.
I would love to
be
see
a
her doing
series.
Sound of Music because then that's 7 kids as well as the parents.
I think she could skip some.
Which songs in Sound? Are you Sound of Music fan?
Not like as in skip some music.
Some of the kids. I'm not really. I never really make it past the nunnery. So because I find
What?
it, I know. I'm sorry. Like I like musicals, but whenever people are like, yeah, Nazis and Sound of Music, I'm like, where? Like when do they come in?
16 going on 70. Rolf is the first Nazi that you come across.
I like that she made a dress out of curtains. I'm pretty sure that that's true.
Correct,
right?
she did.
Yeah.
Yeah, my favorite thing.
I like that
And then
she's
all the kids
resourceful.
wear curtains. Yeah.
Yeah, not gotten past.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What's
Okay.
your favorite film then?
I love Singing in the Rain and Gentlemen Prefer Blondes.
Gross. I'm so quirky. I like the old films.
Sound of Music is pretty old.
Don't listen to her. She thinks reading books is quirky. Like she's just like, we get it. You can read. Like that's Helen's whole vibe. Do not stress about this. How's your day been?
It's been good. I was at work earlier today. I had a Pret sandwich on the tube, and
Chicken
now I'm
bacon
here.
Caesar, I already asked.
Wow, big day.
Yeah.
Here's my question. How do you find the very short days of winter? Since we're by the way very excited about Christmas now. I feel like we can see the hope at the end of the tunnel. But how are you finding it?
It's hard to get out of bed. I don't really like leaving my warm bed to do something and be cold.
Are you a hot water girl?
No.
No.
But
Hot water girl being a hot water bottle.
I left out a word.
Yeah.
I did.
Catherine fucked up.
Are hard.
Catherine fucked up.
I will microwave one of those sort of like rice beanbag things.
Hot bears.
But they smell weird.
They do smell,
Why
but you
do
can
they
get like a
smell
lavender
weird?
one, and it's sort of like it's just overpowering lavender.
Okay, that sounds nice.
Yeah.
That's so
That
cute.
sounds nice. She's fancy.
I'm going to do my yearly promotion for the long hot water bottle now. I call it Longy. Alison Spittle wore one 2 episodes ago. And it's I told you all about this last year, okay? It's a long hot water bottle that you can wear around you like a sash or around your tummy like Alison did, or you can do what I do, which is like lie down and have it all the way down between my legs so I get a hot cunt and hot feet. And just
Make you feel like you're wetting yourself.
a little bit, yeah. But I'm not. That's the magic of it. It's incredible. It is a game changer. Get yourself. I call it Longy. I know there's an actual name for it. Emma
Long
Black
bottle?
bought me mine, but I know you can get them in Primark now.
Oh wow.
And I cannot recommend it enough. Longy.
Okay.
Get a Longy, and it's going to be an absolute game changer for you. And how about
Good
this?
for periods? Like you could wrap it
Yeah.
around you.
Yeah.
Or just stop having periods. How about that? Just stop it.
Yeah. Okay.
Can I quickly
considered it.
tell you, I had a period miracle the other day.
What? How
my
was
God.
it?
I know you two all appreciate this.
Yeah.
Started a bit early, so I wasn't prepared for it.
Mm-hmm.
I woke up at like 5 a.m. and I was like, why am I awake? I'm so tired. I don't need a wee-wee. Because sometimes you wake up and you're like, because I need a wee-wee, right?
You still say that to your adult self?
Yeah.
Okay.
31, I wake up in the middle of the night and I'm like, is it wee-wee time? Out loud. And so Neil's like, Betty, go bed.
Why are you in his room?
And I sat up and I was like, oh my God, I think I've started my period.
No, sorry, Helen. Sorry, Andrew, you're typing like you hate me again.
Sorry.
Thank you so much. It's the loudest typing in the world. Okay, thanks so much. It's like he's wearing acrylics, but he's not. So how is he so loud? It's like I don't know why you hate
But my
me.
period woke me up and I only had the tiniest stain on my sheet and mattress. Just the tiniest, to the point where I didn't even change the sheets.
It
Like, they're
went
still
through
like
to
that.
your mattress?
Just the
You
tiniest
don't have a
bit.
protector?
Yes, I do, but I have not put that on.
Oh, Helen!
So
And this is what you count as a miracle. This is the miracle.
yeah, I woke up and that would have been like a day one bloodbath. But instead,
But
my
you woke
body
up
went,
yeah.
let's not, you're not going to vanish this. So why are we playing around? Went to the bathroom, shoved in a cup. Easy. And I just thought, like,
Wait,
you
so
know,
why?
That counts. That's shareable.
but you know when you
That's a
wake up in
story.
time.
I love that from there. Yeah, that counts as a conversation. Sure.
It does, because do you remember your, honestly, hand on heart, do you remember your teenage mattress?
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
A bloodbath.
No, I had a mattress protector and wore protection, like wore stuff.
But you don't know when it's going to start when you're a teenager. There wasn't apps.
Yeah, but I had a mattress protector.
Okay, you know what? Fuck both of you.
Also, there weren't apps, but there were calendars.
Yeah. And just sort of like...
Yeah, but who tracked it as a teenager? I was too busy calorie counting, babe. Like, I've got enough counting going on.
I could do it all. I could do it all.
You were thriving.
I was thriving.
I've got a friend who once perioded on her bed and a guy came back and she wasn't expecting a guy to come back. And he went, oh, what's that? And she went, oh my God, this mouse miscarried on my bed.
That's not
No joke.
information.
She saw a mouse miscarry on her bed, and the guy went, "Oh my God!"
Why?
And then they had sex.
How would... How could he be like, oh yeah,
Like
you'd
Fiona
know
Simpson.
when a mouse was miscarrying? Why? Like, how would she be able to identify that?
She obviously couldn't. She just that was
but
her
like-
sperm.
But the fact that he
wait,
believes
Mary?
that.
Is she a vet?
No.
Carry on.
So the guy was like, oh yeah, that must be true. Like,
Yes.
you know, women must know about the reproductive sort of like organs of
Yes.
all creatures.
Yes.
Wow.
But that was the
That's
lie her
incredible.
brain went to.
That's
like, obviously, like,
incredible.
there's a point of life where you're really embarrassed by the idea of like vaginal blood. So you say, oh, I had a cut, or like, oh, it's blusher or something, whatever. Boys don't know. They don't know in general. But mouse miscarry. But honestly, guys will believe anything at that
Yeah, they
age.
will.
I was going to say you could not get away with that with a lesbian. You couldn't be like, that's blusher. They'd be like, do you need to read, like, do I need to buy you some books on feminism? Are you okay?
Do you want to hear the best thing I think a guy has ever believed?
Yes.
This is a story from a friend of a friend of a friend.
Okay.
Okay. She was like a teenager. She was being broken up with by the boyfriend. And at that point, he was the love of her life.
Okay. Are we talking late teens?
Like, yeah, late teens.
How
But,
long have
like,
they been dating?
I'd say like 6 months. But
Okay.
at that point, like, it's been everything, right?
Yeah.
He went, I'm breaking up with you. And she went, no, you can't. He went, no, I'm doing it. She went, I've got cancer. Wait for it. And he went, what? What sort of cancer? And she said, arm. Arm! And he believed it. Which makes me
Oh
think
my
that he's in the
God.
wrong. Arm!
Did he ask
Come-
which arm?
No,
Like,
she went, arm. And he was like, no, arm.
You can't be lying about You can't be lying about cancer. You can't be lying about it, but if you're going to,
Just pick a cancer.
oh my God.
wow.
But you must have lied as a teenager. No, not this was my lie, but you must have.
Never about cancer.
Not about cancer.
Some people just wear headscarves. It's not a long con. It's really cute.
I swear everyone has a story from someone in their hometown who faked cancer.
Yeah, as soon as you said that, I can think of one person from university.
Don't even try it like you're from the best place. Where are you from?
I'm from London.
Oh,
There's
she's
loads of people
metropolitan.
running around
She's
London.
metropolitan and they had things to do after school. Some of us had to have fake pregnancies, fake cancer,
Oh, fake
boyfriends.
pregnancies! Fake
Yeah.
pregnancies. I did fake boyfriends, yeah.
We just had like real pregnancies at my school. There was one year where maybe like 11 girls got pregnant in like the top 3 years or something.
What?
And that was quite a lot. It was quite a
11
lot.
pregnancies in years 11, 10 and 9?
Yeah.
Fair
It was
fucking
a lot.
play.
So me like not getting pregnant as a teen, success story basically.
Nice.
Yeah.
We never heard about the pregnancies in our schools because the girls would just leave, be whisked away.
Like in Philomena.
No, because I was born in the 80s. I know you think I'm 100 years old, but
Yeah.
but no, not
They get
at all.
sent to a convent and the babies get
No,
sold to
we
America.
were already at a convent. It was school, and then they were taken like to a place where you could be
To a
pregnant, like
more
like
hardcore convent.
No, I was going to say like a public school where people weren't like incredibly judgmental.
Wow. Our school had a play school inside of it, our secondary school.
Called
Like
what?
a little Courtmore playgroup was inside of Courtmore School.
And
That's so smart.
Yeah, it was adorable.
that is cute. How many times did you sneak in for your
Just a huggy
own
baby.
fun?
Well, you could see them from some of the maths classrooms, and it was like, oh, they're having so much fun.
You were jealous of the children of the children?
Aren't you always jealous of the children? Like, do you remember when wet play was like the biggest event in the day?
What
Are
is
we still
wet
talking
play?
about children? What's
Wet
happening?
play.
What,
Thank you, Em,
thank you
for
for
nodding along.
clarifying.
I know what soft play is, but what's wet play? Like
Wet play is-
painting?
It's when it's raining outside and you have to play inside. Wet play.
Oh.
What did you think wet play was?
I had no idea, but
two
either way, it's horrible.
The queers were like, what is she talking about? Say Okay, cool. So it's for children and it's inside.
Yeah, because like there's only like. So when you're growing up, right? So you've got your classic playground. I don't know what London playground games were. What did you play in London?
Hopscotch. We had.
Okay, now you're from the 60s. Hopscotch.
We had chalk and pavement.
And chess. And
Please tell me you were just doing hopscotch
Mummies
and
and
cat's
daddies.
cradle. And that was it. We played Mummies and Daddies.
yeah, clearly.
That was a classic one. Like inventive games. Do you remember Red Letter?
Yeah.
And oh my God, you have missed out on a childhood.
I'm sorry.
I feel like they were just babies
We
being
played
raised around
learning
you.
to read.
Okay. All right.
She's still trying to read. Okay.
Sour, tutti, fruity lollipop, naturally and artificially flavoured, net WT 2 Oz 56 grams.
Nice.
Well done.
Nice. And what kind of kid were you at school?
I was quite good. I was a bit of a goody two shoes until maybe about like 15, which is when I got real attitude problem.
Did you?
But nothing major. I mean, like all the girls in school, because I went to an all-girls school.
Gross.
Sorry to hear it, me too.
Yeah. It's a bit dead.
It makes you really weird, right?
It does make you weird.
Yeah, I think it makes you like, if you put aside all of the like obvious issues with it, I just think it also just like makes you weird.
But in what way? Because it's like I couldn't understand going to a separate gendered school.
There's
Like,
certain things you wouldn't do if boys were present. And
Yeah.
so, and like you do them and you kind of like normalize doing them at school. I can't think of anything.
I just think it makes you hyper aware of your gender in a way that like I'm sure girls in mixed schools are too, of course. But it's just it makes it such a singularly identifying characteristic in you formatively, I think.
yeah.
And also makes boys and that difference so distinct that you're kind of terrified of them.
Yeah.
And also like
But then why are you all such sluts?
Because we didn't know how to deal with them.
Private girls' schools are honestly.
Yeah. Definitely.
You're losing your virginity, which is mad. Because we used to call the private girls' school in our town the Virgin Megastore, which is mad because there ain't a virgin there, Parthia line. I'm not sure tell you that for nothing.
comfortable with slut shaming children as you are, but I guess what I would
Teenagers.
I guess
Teenagers.
I think it's either that if you don't know any boys, you think like sex is a way of getting affirmation, or if you, or in my case, are so terrified of them that you're like almost avoid them because you don't know how to deal with them because you're like, they're a different species. And so I don't know how to deal with
But
them.
would it be that your like brother would like bring home someone from his school and you'd be like, oh, here's my chance to practice?
Not really, because my brother was 4 years younger than me, so I was like, ew, you're children.
Okay, that's cute. But
But it would be more like my mom would bring home like a male friend and I'd be like, hello, sir. Good day. I have to go upstairs now, please. So I was more like
But
that.
then is it at uni then the first time both of you like properly like
I went to a mixed sixth form.
there
from, like,
we
16
go.
to 18.
Yeah, about
Sort of
time, about
sixth form.
time. Yeah.
But that's such an alarming time to hang out with them for the first time.
No,
You're like, hello, hormones.
They all had beards, and I was like, when did this happen?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Also, from the experience of like mixed school to like mixed college, but like that is when the boys hit their fucking cuntiest. I felt like 16, 17, they became their self-awareness and their awareness of like being attractive. They started like, that's when negging became a thing.
Yeah.
I felt like, I remember being called like fat and like being like devastated by it by a friend's boyfriend. And like,
so
but it was
gross.
just like, but that's when they started with their like trying to like show off to you and like putting like, not good. It's not a great age to meet them, I'd say.
No, I think
To meet them, like they're a subspecies.
yeah, I also just think that like it would have been good for me to have been in classes with boys. Like I think I kind of had this sort of intellectual reverence of
Wait, what
them.
does reverence mean?
You thought they were smarter.
Oh,
I
there
think
we go.
weirdly I didn't realize I had that in me, but like I certainly was more intimidated to have intellectual debate with them because I'd never learned how to do that. Because
Right.
they were louder, certainly. I don't know if they were smarter, but they sure felt louder, and they certainly felt way more assured of their own views. And don't get me wrong, I do think like I was very assured of mine, but it was just all very intimidating and new and like shouldn't have been because the world is like has multiple genders.
But you guys would have benefited from seeing like boys being like super thick age 12.
I think I really would have.
Yeah.
I think I could have done with a bit of the like watching them fart into each other's mouths because then I don't think I'd have been worried about like what they thought of me. so
Also,
much.
school wasn't about academics, it was about sexual tension, right?
I
Like,
also felt
surely
that way,
you
but
had
no one
sexual
else in my
tension at the
school
all-girls
felt
school. No, there would have been. Sure. Do you not like look up
Helen.
girls from your school that you were suspicious of now and go like, are you gay?
Genuinely, I went to possibly like one of the straightest schools I've ever been to in my whole goddamn life.
Are there straight schools? No.
It was
No,
Not
no.
deliberately, but
they
it
don't.
does
Yeah,
happen.
they don't.
But they tried their best.
Yeah.
And
Could you imagine a kid showing up on day one and they're just like, absolutely not. Like, we're not doing
Turn it around.
Just a young girl with the shortest nails and Doc Martens. Fuck off! Fuck off!
school's hell if you present in any way homosexual, or at least it was when I went to school for sure.
That's the thing. I think I'm so lucky that at my school we had like 2 or 3 out people in our year group, like from it must have been like year 8, year 9. Yeah, not women though. It was gay boys. Yeah.
Yeah, there was not you were not like, it was very much I was terrified to say it and would have been an outcast if I had. And
Jesus Christ.
And actually a girl who I used to debate with and her sister came to an event that I was doing a couple of years ago in London.
Yeah.
And they were like talking about her older sister having a wife. And I did that sort of like straight people reaction of like,
A wife?
and she was like, yeah, like a wife. And I was staring at her like, but you don't seem gay. Because I was like, what are you talking about? Like, we went to our school, so you can't be gay. No, I'm gay.
There's that fascination of like, oh, you did that
You
thing that we
survived.
thought that no one would do. Yeah.
And you survived. It's like, it's like that Simon Amstel bit where like gay people are like, have all been in a car crash and nobody else even knows about the car crash. So everyone's like a survivor. or maybe it's a plane crash. The point, how many people can fit in a car? Listen, can you use any of this episode?
Yeah.
Do we want to solve a problem now that we've made it very clear that
I really
none of us
want
know
to.
anything?
Yeah, let's do it.
No, I promise one day I will get over my fascination with all girls schools, but that day is not today.
Clearly.
You
That
should
day
play
is-
a head teacher of one. I feel like I see that for you in your career.
Yeah.
I think you could be a head teacher.
Saint
Stop it! No,
remake?
Natasha
remake?
Richardson and Wild Child. Is that who
Oh
we're
my
thinking?
God.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, yeah. Wait,
A private all-girls school,
Yeah,
and I get
yeah.
an American girl over whose mum is dead, and
Yeah.
she's like, "Oh my God, you guys, look at us!" And I'm like, "You must learn the English way by falling in love and fucking my son. Welcome to the UK," and that will be my message.
I don't really see that for you.
I could play a headmistress.
Yeah. I just thought more like,
I think more fun. I mean,
that's what I
that's
was
kind of
thinking.
fun. Like, but
Fuck
like,
my son? How's that not fun?
I just think you'd be more of like I was thinking more like guidance counselor in 10 Things I Hate About You, Alison Jenny, like writing porn while
she's
they...
too sarky for you. You're
Yeah.
you're
Yeah,
more
yeah.
outwardly positive.
Yeah,
But like,
Thank you.
I think maybe like if there was like a girls' sports team or something, and there was like
Netball
yeah,
coach.
and it's like you're gonna take them and they're gonna defeat the boys, something like that. Like the boys have been really bad. And
Oh my God, like
they've-
Battle of the Sexes
yeah.
style.
They've maybe like damaged school property, and you're like, okay, we're not taking this lying down.
Oh my God, you can be my centre. And you're tall, you can be my goal defence.
I wouldn't be playing a
You're welcome.
child on the team. I would obviously be the rule enforcement who's your assistant coach.
Oh, the bursar, school bursar.
I was saying assistant coach.
School bursar.
Fine, I'll be the fucking bursar, but I'll tell you what, that team will be funded. Let's do a problem.
Okay, this is from R.
Hi, R.
Hello.
And this is a problem with their cousin.
We've not had one of those before. I love that intro, Andrew.
Oh, so I've got so many cousins, so I'm fucking ready for this.
You've got so many cousins. I'm Irish. How many cousins you got, Mary O'Connell?
Quite a few.
Yeah, I'll
Like,
bet.
Yeah, at least 9.
Are you Irish?
Sort of on my dad's side, but not really.
What do you mean, sort of?
Well, they just had like a long line of sons. Like my dad isn't Irish, and my grandpop wasn't really Irish either. His name was Patrick, but
Patrick O'Connell.
yeah,
It's so weird. Usually people rush to claim Irishness. You couldn't be more apathetic about
It's
it, and
just-
yet your name is Mary O'Connell.
I know it's
Yeah,
a very
it's
Irish
insane.
name, but people are sort of like my family's from the Caribbean. I've got like I don't really feel
Oh,
Irish.
the Caribbean. I'm going to Guam.
Are you?
Not the Caribbean. It's not the
Caribbean.
Sorry, Helen. Yeah.
I'm not going there. My bad. Oh my God, have you been to the Caribbean?
Yeah.
Did you go to Disney's Castaway Key?
No, I
Never
did
mind.
not.
What's happening? Oh, what's happening with your bitch cousin?
When people say they're from the Caribbean, they're not from Castaway Key. That's not what that means.
It's not big with the locals.
Is it not?
No.
Helen's learning learning so much today. I'm sorry, you're just witnessing her take in a lot of new information. Okay, and
I once booked flights to St. Lucia, but I didn't go because COVID happened and we got them so cheap and we were like, we're geniuses, but that's because we booked right in the middle of hurricane season. Whoops.
okay, go, Andrew.
So this cousin problem is with their cousin lives in a different country. She's just turned 30, is single and has never had a relationship. But
Hey, which one of my cousins wrote this in?
so it's not about you.
Wait, so ours cousin lives in a different country, is 30 and single.
Yep.
Yeah,
But
okay.
was briefly sort of dating this guy. It wasn't a proper relationship, but they were dating, and he dumped her in May.
Oh.
Okay.
We all see where this is going, right?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I don't know. Do you?
I feel like I might.
Cousin fucking?
No.
Oh my God.
No.
No.
That was the ex-boyfriend fucking, I think. Okay, so sorry.
Okay,
He
yeah.
dumps her in May.
May
Yeah.
was a long time ago, to be fair.
It was. This podcast was...
Which calendar are we using? No, that's it. Good.
Anyway, he reels off all these cliches. It's not you, it's me. You're too perfect and it's too much pressure.
Lies.
That's absolutely sickening. I've never heard that one before.
You're too perfect and it's too much pressure?
I've had that one before.
Anyway, the cousin doesn't recognise that these are all cliches and is just still really upset about it, doing the classic sort of let's work on this together, like trying to save this sort of could be maybe a relationship, really grieving and is talking about him all the time
How long have they been dating?
for 4 months.
Okay.
4 months. Okay, sorry.
Okay, now she's talking about him constantly.
Yeah, talking about him constantly to R.
Still now.
Still now, and it's this
June,
constant, and she's struggling. R is struggling to maintain empathy because it was only a 4-month relationship, and it's now got to the point that R's cousin is sending her poetry about it.
That's not right. No.
No, I'm actually
Cousins shouldn't
100%
share
with the
poetry with
cousin.
each other. That's
I'm
not
with
right.
the cousin.
I feel for you, R. I'm sorry.
She's so obsessed, and even when she tried to kiss somebody else, got so upset that she called R crying about it. R feels a pressure to be there for the cousin because she's overseas, so she wants to reply to all her messages. But it's getting to the point now that she really can't maintain any empathy and keep, looking after her emotionally like this.
Yeah.
R says, I guess I'm just being grumpy because I feel like I can't really be honest with her because she's so sensitive. I think she needs to care less, but it's easier said than done.
Yeah.
How long do you let someone grieve a relationship? I think she needs some tough love, but should I be the one to give it?
Well, I saw in an episode of Sex and the City.
Oh, here we go.
Very straight in with the big guns. Which philosopher said it?
I think it was Carrie.
Of course.
You're supposed to grieve a relationship like half the time you were in the relationship, which I think is too long, depending on the relationship. Because what if it's like 7 years? Like, that's too long.
Yeah.
But 4 months, I think it's been over. Like, she's grieving longer than she was in the relationship.
Oh, yeah, 100% she is.
So
It sounds like the relationship isn't over in her head. That's what my first instinct is, that she is holding on to this being a possibility. And it's actually like she's not done the breakup mentally.
Oh, that's interesting.
So like,
Yeah.
because I get this, like I mourned for a relationship that never actually happened, like just like an unrequited love situation.
Yeah.
Years, like
Yeah.
must have been like a year and a half, 2 years or something. But like 3 before I was like, oh,
Yeah.
thank God that didn't work out.
But did you send your cousin's poetry while you were in grief?
that would be
Personally, I
inconsiderate.
didn't. Personally, I didn't. But I think I did harp onto it drunk, or like conversations would curve around to it a lot, and I could notice. And I've had that with friends when they've been in a relationship that hasn't happened. They just keep bringing it up, I want to talk about it, and I'm like, oh, this isn't. I don't feel like this is even healthy anymore for us to talk about it, because then we just have the same conversation, and it seems to be riling you up more.
Yeah.
Because it's good to do it, and you want to be there being, oh yeah, like, why would you say all those cliches? It's not enough. It's not fair. Like, this isn't how it's supposed to work out. But there's a certain point where you're like, look, like, this is just not healthy. It's not good. You really need to move on.
Also, like, people are entitled to not to want to be with you. And sometimes it is really awkward to break up with people, and people do rely on cliches, which are not ideal and not necessarily true, but also, like, come from a place of usually not wanting to hurt the other person's feelings.
Yeah.
I'd recommend the millennial get out, personally. I don't know.
Which is?
The millennial get out is when you go like, I think you need to talk to an expert about this.
Oh,
And you suggest therapy.
genius!
I did
that's
abridge
smart.
slightly the email, and there is a line that says she's one of the few people I think could do with less therapy.
No! Are you serious? I thought the millennial get out was the only option.
No, I'm afraid not.
Oh no!
No!
Oh no! Oh, I wonder if
Because
she
when
says,
in doubt, send a friend to a therapist and let them put
Shit.
it all on them. Oh no!
do you think the therapist gets the
You've done
poetry
that
as
with-
well?
You need to go to a therapist. That's different. That's different. You need to go to a therapist to figure out the OCD stuff sometimes, okay?
I do,
That's
and
not
I
the
go-
same. That's
and
not
I
the
go to
same.
one.
Yeah.
Okay, so your advice doesn't count, Mary.
That's
I think she needs to like get her like a book on like dark feminine energy and just sort of move on. Like
dark feminine energy.
Yeah.
What would that book say?
it's just sort of like it's like a way to I don't know like meet with your like inner divine female, but also like it's a little bit manipulative.
join a goddess
to like
circle.
manipulate men a little bit, so she feels like she has a bit more control. Because this is her first relationship, right? She's not been in a relationship before, so I can understand why she'd be holding on to this longer than you would if it was like like a few relationships in your life. But she needs she needs to feel empowered again because I feel like she feels very helpless.
Yeah.
I will say the tough love actually just sat. Like my first instinct was like, oh my God, don't be tough. But I do think actually that is a helpful thing when someone that you love and is very close to you goes, leave it. Like, stop that now.
My thing is this. I have full empathy for your cousin, and I also understand about like wondering about whether or not your role is to be the person.
Just
who
say
gives
it. You've got more
love
empathy
or
for the
not.
guy that broke up with him.
No, actually, what
Just say
what I was actually going to say is, I think it's interesting that all of your questions are sort of geared towards your cousin's feelings, which is kind of how your relationship dynamic has manifested as well. It's like all about how she's feeling, not like upsetting her when she's already been upset, her expressing all of her feelings at you, even if you're not ready to hold them, all of those things.
Yeah.
And there's no real question of like what you want or need or can put up with. So I don't think you have to do tough love to be expressive of your own boundaries. Sorry to say boundaries. I know it's an annoying word, but I think like you don't have to be like, you need to get over this, or
Yes, you do.
She does, or that you should be over this by now. Any of that prescriptive stuff. But what you can say is, I am now at a place with this where I feel like I've been carrying it with you for a while, and I can't do that at the minute or like for a while because it's too much.
Seriously though,
And-
if your cousin said that to you, you'd be like, fuck off. Like,
No, but you don't have to be like, you don't have to say this, you don't have to use like the therapizing
you don't have to
language
do the
or
Irish
something.
accent or anything.
You don't have to, you don't have to do the accent. You don't have to be like, I can't hold this for any longer. But you can say, I'm in a place where I need to talk about other things with you because I miss you and I miss talking about other things. And also like, it means that we don't often necessarily ask me any questions, but like boundaries wise, I think I've said all I can say on it. I don't have any further advice, and it's really costly for me to keep going over it with you. So some of the time I need at least like every third time we hang out to not talk about it.
Let's play Sylvanian families online.
But I think if you say like, I just need to not talk about it sometimes, that's then they really do find it awkward to bring it up, which is great. So you don't have to be like, this is tough love. You can be like, this is boundary setting.
That was
for me.
really evil,
Yeah,
Catherine.
yeah.
That's a great answer.
That's very smart.
That's not evil. That's just fair.
We found out earlier that Catherine's 5% evil.
I'm not. I'm
5%
is
pretty.
fine.
It's all right.
No.
I'm like
Mary.
fully
if I told
chaotic
you,
evil.
if
in all
I
those
told you that
quizzes.
Pol Pot is
you?
7% evil, Pol Pot 7% evil.
You're just making this shit up.
Yeah. But if I told you that, how does your perception change?
It doesn't at
Idi
all.
Amin, 6.3. Changes now, doesn't
You
it?
have got to stop listening to podcasts about dictators.
Robert Mugabe.
There it is.
Actually 20%.
Now she's just
really
showing
terrible
off.
job in general.
She's just showing off the ones she knows. That's all that's happening. Come on, get through them.
Napoleon
There we
Bonaparte. Stalin, Hitler, obvi.
How evil is Hitler?
Mussolini, bad.
Like
Oh,
what? Like
bad.
Very bad.
80%?
Mary,
Oh.
Mary, really bad.
Really bad.
Mary,
Really
Hitler,
bad.
what
What
is
is this quiz? How are we?
I'm making it up. I'm defining people.
The quiz was based on whether you'd give up your seat for like, an
Franco!
elderly person.
Franco.
Sorry, she likes to shout things. She does. Oh my God, Mary O'Connell. Where can people find you if they want to come see you do some comedy?
They can find me on Instagram at Mary with the gold shoes. I don't wear the gold shoes anymore because they hurt my feet.
They were
not
incredible
really-
though.
Aspirational
Yes,
handle.
yeah,
that's
yeah.
fine.
And on TikTok, Mary with the TikTok, and
Gorgeous.
on Twitter, Mary does gigs. We don't have a
cohesive-
but that's okay. That's who I am. I'm not super consistent
Chaos.
in the posting. But if this episode goes out before January the 13th, I've
It
got
will.
a work in progress show at 2 North Down that people
Great.
can come see.
It's going out like now.
Oh, sick.
Great.
January 13th, when everything's depressing and you just need to see a funny person try new ideas.
Yeah.
To North Down, go see Mary. That's a good idea.
That's a great shout out. And then once you've followed Mary,
Yeah.
how about you do a little favour for your Christmas fairies? Myself and Catherine Mary Joseph Bohart.
That's not my name.
By going onto our Instagram and following me at Helen Bauer and Catherine Bohart at Catherine Bohart.
Yeah, I'm going with my name. Sorry, guys. I'm
So
going with my
boring.
name.
And then go on our YouTube and like this video and comment on it and then subscribe and then go on our Instagram at TrustyHogs and follow that and like everything we've ever posted and then write nice comments under all of our reels and then join our Patreon.
Helen, give me the coffee.
No!
Mary, thank you so much for coming onto the show. It's been so nice having you here. What a lovely guest. Tell other comedians it's nice and not as terrible as it probably seemed. Helen, come back into the shot, Helen. Helen, say goodbye to Mary.
Bye, Mary.
Bye. Mary O'Connell, everybody.